Hello, welcome to The Joy of Healthy Eating. I'm Gideon and this is Ashley.
Hello, welcome. Today we're going to be making a spicy Korean kimchi.
Yeah, kimchi comes to us from Korea and it is traditional Korean food, and we got this recipe from a lady who has been in Korea during the Japanese occupation. And she told us that wasn't it for the kimchi, a lot of people in Korea would have starved during the Japanese occupation. They confiscated all the food in all the villages. People didn't have anything. But Korea is a cold country in the wintertime. And most people don't have root cellars or cellars at all. So what they would do when they have all of these root vegetables, they would do what we do, ferment it and bury it in earthware in the ground.
Oh, interesting.
This is a cold fermentation. During the winter month, the bacteria is working on the vegetable, consuming the sugar in it, and creating this wonderful, tasty, spicy kimchi. And when they get it out, they get, of course, all the benefit of eating fermented food, but they also have vegetables. And this is one of the reasons that the Korean population is basically healthier than their Chinese or even Japanese neighbors.
Oh, wow.
And they attribute it to the kimchi. The lady who taught us this recipe is in America now. She's an eye doctor. But she still makes this kimchi and believes in its nutritional benefits.
All right.
So what's in kimchi that so beneficial to us? Now, we all have heard of what is probiotic and prebiotic, okay? It's not the same thing.
Okay.
Probiotic is basically the bacteria itself. Now, we consume a lot of probiotic bacteria all the time. They are in our environment. They're in our food, whether we want to or not. But when we make the fermentation, we are actually culturing with good bacteria, and we make billions and billions of them in the culture that we make. And it's very healthy for us to preserve a healthy gut bacteria.
Okay, and why so?
Yeah, healthy gut bacteria is now studied a whole lot more. You know that until, I'd say, 20 years ago or so, people didn't even want to study biology, bacteriology, because they thought that basically everything that needs to be learned and found out about bacteria, we already know all that. We concentrated on how to kill the bacteria, because the thought was bacteria is harming us.
Right.
This is why we have antibacterial soap and antibacterial this and that and so on. But this clean environment is not so good for us because we actually coexist in a symbiotic relationship with our gut bacteria. You carry 2 to 3 pounds of bacteria in your gut all the time. Actually, in numbers, we have more bacteria than we have body cells. They far outweigh out. People actually think, or even proven in some scientific research, that healthy gut bacteria help us with everything, from fighting depression to good health to good digestions. Bacteria is involved in all of this.
Okay.
Okay, so as I said, we need to get a whole lot more bacteria into us. Now, there's also what is considered prebiotic. Prebiotic is actually what we eat to feed our bacteria, because the bacteria inside of us need the food, so all the fruits and vegetables that we eat that have fibers, the fibers also have sugar and other nutrients in them. And we're not so efficient on, digesting it. It all gets into our intestines. And then bacteria help us digest all of that.
Okay.
Good.
The kimchi has two parts. The dressing will need 10 garlic cloves, a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, half a cup of ginger juice, and 3 teaspoons of sea salt. And for the vegetable portion, you'll need a head of bok choy, sliced thin, a head of cabbage, sliced thin, 8 carrots, also sliced thin, 2 daikon radishes, and 2 bunches of green onions.
Everything gets sliced
All right.
in the food processor, except for the green onion that we're going to slice by hand. Chop, chop with the knife.
And so what kind of cabbage is this, Gideon?
Well, this is a regular green cabbage. You can use other cabbages like Napa cabbage or Chinese cabbage will be good.
Okay. And can you use any other vegetables, any other types of radish or?
Yeah, you could use other root vegetables. You probably don't want to use beets because it's going to color it all really, really red, but everything else will work.
So it's helpful to have the Cuisinart here.
Absolutely. Yeah, we kind of fill this one up. Let's
right.
empty it into the bowl.
Okay.
Beautiful. Okay, don't worry about cleaning it up. We have other stuff in here.
Okay.
The other way. There you go.
Let's see here.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Got it. Okay, and now we're gonna do some carrots.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take any time at all to make it if you have the right tools. Great.
Okay.
Let's put it in here.
And lastly, the bok choy.
Right.
Now,
Okay.
is bok choy something that you can find at any grocery store?
Yeah, I think I see it in every grocery store nowadays. People eat a lot of it. It's great in a salad. Bok choy. Right on. Bok choy is very popular now, and it's extremely high in vitamin C and also calcium. Like celery, if you look at bok choy, the leaves look like little bones. It just tells us that it's really good for our bones. Okay, let's clean it up.
All right.
That's not going to ferment. Okay. So now we're going to take this and add all the flavoring in here.
Okay.
So first of all, I'm going to add some ginger.
Oh,
Now you may ask why this ginger is red. It's not coming from red ginger.
Okay.
Actually, we juiced the ginger after we juiced some beet.
Oh, okay.
So it just got a little colored, but that's okay. It's still good ginger juice. We need some salt, and the reason we need some salt, as we see, we got pieces of vegetables here. Bacteria cannot really penetrate healthy cells bacteria cannot consume or attack any healthy cells. So what we do by adding the salt, we're actually opening up channels for the bacteria to get inside the vegetables and consume the sugar in there. Then we have some cayenne. Watch how much cayenne you want to put. Now, traditional kimchi is very spicy.
Okay.
And the ginger already make it hot. We also have garlic that make it hot. So, watch it for the cayenne. You don't want to put too much if you don't like heat. We also add some garlic. So we just crush it and add it here. The garlic is just going to give the flavor, release it into the kimchi here. And last but not least, this is going to ferment no matter what because there's enough bacteria in here to ferment it already. Okay. But we don't know which bacteria is it. Now we take a probiotic pill, and this has dry bacteria. It's in a cyst form, and we add it in here to make sure that we really have the good gut bacteria that we need.
And where can somebody get a probiotic?
Yeah, probiotics are available in every place where, supplements and vitamins are sold. You can also buy them online. So we mix it really well.
All right. Very colorful.
Right on. Okay. Now, to ferment it, we're going to put it in a food-approved container. It can be glass, it can be earthenware or ceramics, and this is a food-grade container that you buy in a restaurant supply place.
Okay.
Okay, I'll hold it for you, and you can spoon it in here.
Right.
Now, the bacteria that we added to it is what is known as anaerobic bacteria. Unlike aerobic bacteria, anaerobic bacteria can exist without the presence of oxygen in the air, away from air. So what we want to make sure now is that all of our vegetables here are going to be below water. It's going to start releasing water as soon as you put some weight on it. I need some pressure on it.
Okay.
So for this, I have a little thing to hold my weight. And this is 8 pounds of water sitting on top of it. Now, the pressure is going to make the water release, and in a day, overnight, the water will rise all the way to the level of the vegetables. All you want to do is take a towel and cover it so bugs and dust doesn't get into it.
So this doesn't need to be refrigerated? It can
No, it needs to sit in room temperature between 3 to 6 days.
Okay.
Depends on how you like it. How do you know if it's ready? You take a little piece of the carrot and chew on it and see if it's soft enough, it's ready to go. You're also going to get the smell out of it.
Okay, but just should still have a little crunch to the carrot, too.
It will have a little crunch all the time, but it needs to be soft enough, not just like a raw carrot.
Right.
And when it's done, you can remove it into a jar and refrigerate it. And the reason why we made the kimchi, because we are going to make Bloody Mary next.
Oh.
And the Bloody Mary, the one that we make, is a probiotic Bloody Mary. And we add the Bloody Mary, this kimchi, we juice it.
Okay.
And add it to the Bloody Mary. It gives us the flavor of a VA juice. Amazing, isn't it?
Sounds delicious.
Yeah. Well, great. We're going to be right back. My wife Jackie and I were basically like everybody else, eating, drinking, smoking, and having fun at our early 50s. And then something started changing, basically because of my wife Jackie. She was a nurse and very interested in health. And she began to realize that everything she does for her patient from the medical point of view was not really helping. So she discovered that, food really is a very important part of health. And also she was thinking that you need to give people a reason to eat healthy. So switching to a raw vegan food diet, she created so many wonderful recipes to make it fun and happiness and good tasting for people. Said it can be the healthiest stuff on earth. If it does not taste good, people will not eat it.
All right, welcome back. It's Bloody Mary time.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
For the Virgin Bloody Mary, you'll need 1 cucumber, 3 small stalks of celery, 2 cups of kimchi, 8 Roma tomatoes, a half of red pepper, and 1 cup of sun-dried tomatoes, and a cup of filtered water. So the first ingredient we're gonna put in our Bloody Marys is the kimchi. So this is the kimchi after a couple of days, and as you can see, the vegetables have started to brown a little bit and have softened up a little bit. So we have 2 cups of the kimchi, and we're gonna just start by putting that in the Vitamix here. And next we have some Roma tomatoes. We're just gonna cut these in 2s here. And we also have sun-dried tomatoes. So, Gideon, why do you use both kinds of tomatoes?
Well, store-bought tomatoes don't really have the color or the flavor of real tomatoes, so we enhance the flavor and the color by adding some sun-dried tomatoes.
Okay. And we also have a bell pepper, half of a bell pepper here, and cucumber. So
well, what do you think? Why don't you blend it now so you have more room to add the rest?
yeah.
It's kind of full. There you go.
All right.
Okay, you got enough room to add the rest of the
All right,
stuff.
so now we're gonna add the cucumbers and the celery.
Right. Right.
All right.
Okay. Blend it well. Take it out. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is we need to actually squeeze the juice out of this blend. Don't, bring it
Gonna
here.
hand it to you here.
Thank you. So to do that, we're just gonna slip this nutmeg over it.
Okay, now where do you get one of these?
You can buy them some health food stores. This actually you need to probably order online.
Okay,
We can have a
so you just need something with a very thin.
Yeah, and you
Holes.
need the big bag. Most of the bags that you can buy in store are going to be small. That's why I said you need to get them online. So ask for a large. It's 2-gallon nut bag.
Okay.
So we just hold it really well and then turn it over like this over a bowl. You get everything you can out of that. And now we're going to squeeze the juice out.
And then what will you do with the stuff that's left here in the bag?
Compost it.
All right.
I don't think you want to eat that. All the good stuff is out of it. It's just fiber. Yeah. So we just.
Wow, it really holds a lot of water in those vegetables.
Everything is juicy. Okay.
All right. So we'll get a pitcher here. Who would think you could make a healthy Bloody Mary?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we got it out, so we're gonna put it in here.
And you gotta have ice. Now, a lot of people like their Bloody Mary spicy, right?
Yeah.
So we have a little cayenne.
Mm-hmm.
We can add that here at the end.
So we have here a few friends that just finished a 9-day juice fasting with us. And let's invite them.
Come
It's
on up.
Holly and Donna and Mark
guys.
and Tony.
Hi.
Welcome.
Guys,
So how are you feeling after 9 days of juicing?
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
what would you say are some of the benefits that you've seen in your health and your well-being since you've been on the juice fast?
Actually, more energy, feel more emotionally stabilized.
Okay, great. What
For
about you,
me,
Donna?
I feel lighter, much lighter, cleaner, more alert.
Yes. So thinking more clearly, more focused.
Yeah, feeling more centered, grounded.
Nice. Are you guys hungry?
Well, I will admit, once in a while I'll get a hunger pang, but I just drink some water and move on. It works.
Nice.
It's good.
Yeah.
And what do you say personally, what the 9 days did for you in terms of your, health, measurement?
I don't know exactly how much weight I've lost, but I can feel that I'm much lighter and I've been exercising, and each day is getting easier and easier because I feel stronger, lighter, healthier. I can feel the nutrition just passing through my body. It's really a great experience. And if anyone would have ever told me that I could do 9 days on just juice and feel good, I wouldn't have believed them. But it is really true, and I do feel really good. And when I go home, I am going to continue for a while because I'm not yet where I want to be. So I'm going to
Yeah.
continue.
So you would say you have a lot of energy. It's giving you more energy.
Oh, yes, actually more. I used to drink coffee thinking the caffeine would do it, but this is more sustainable because the coffee, after a while you get jittery.
And then you
But
come
with
down from
this,
it.
Yeah, with the juice you don't have that effect.
Right.
So it's a much better feeling.
Right.
It's
Wow.
real nutrition.
Real nutrition.
And a lot of times when you are going through a detox, there's also not just the physical detox, but a lot of emotional stuff
A
comes
lot
up.
of emotional stuff comes up, and people don't realize what happens to them is a lot of suppressed memories. Things start surfacing, they start crying.
So what would be your advice to somebody that is experiencing that in a
Journal. Do a lot of journaling.
Just to get it out.
Yeah. Take your
Okay.
time. Try not to work when you're doing a detox. If
Right.
you have to work, set aside 3 days and work on day number 4. I think the first 3 days personally are the most challenging based
Right.
on my experience and people that I've been around.
Okay. All right. Good advice. You guys ready for a
Yeah, we're
Bloody
ready.
Mary?
We are ready.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Tony, how about you? What?
During this day, I feel more stronger physically and mentally because during the time of the talks with the body clean, we have our mind is clean.
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
better condition to think about our
Yeah.
life. Okay, was a very good experience. I used to do that, but with this group was great.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a beautiful self-reflection.
Exactly.
So you can refocus, ground
Okay,
yourself.
we're gonna do it again next May. So who's coming back?
I'll be there.
All right.
All right. Well, you deserve the treat. Thank you so much.
Here you go.
Bottoms up.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Wait.
Cheers.
There we go.
Congratulations on your
Thank you.
Thank you.
So how is it?
It is delicious. It's delicious.
Delicious.
The
Spectacular.
spice.
A real VA.
So this would be
This is
something that
better.
you could make for a Sunday brunch, and
VA.
it's healthier than
It's a healthy option.
Yeah.
Okay.
right versus the store-bought Bloody
Yeah.
Mary mix.
So delicious and fresh.
This is awesome.
So Holly, you have a lot of experience in fasting, and you've also worked with Gideon some in the past, right?
Well, I've been to the Graph Academy a couple of times. I love the Graph Academy. This is my first time actually partnering up with Gideon, and we
Okay,
put this
great.
team together. So my part of this journey is bringing in the emotional component. So we're doing a little bit of EFT, tapping, which is tapping, emotional freedom technique.
Okay.
Also some journaling, self-reflection, how to get regrounded, and kind of a step-by-step process because like I had said earlier, a lot of times emotions come up and people aren't expecting this and they don't know how to deal with it. There's
Right.
nothing wrong with that. It doesn't mean that you're weak. It's just a natural part of detoxing.
Right. Well, it's
Not
great
only
to
the
have
physical,
somebody
but the emotional.
to relate to and to talk to about that. So, what are some reasons why you guys chose to do a juice fast? Were you having health issues?
Yes,
Or?
for me, make a detox means give opportunity of our body to rest. Okay, all our energy mainly we spend with metabolism, and when you do a detox, your energy is for recover your own body. Okay, to improve your health. That is a chance you do to your body to recover your health.
Right.
That is the reason. The main reason is that.
Okay.
That's for me was a very good experience. I know Gideon last time 3 years ago with your former wife, and was a very nice experience for me. And I'm very glad continue this time in another program, the Talks program, with you, Gideon.
Thank you.
You are, for me, you are a reference in the United States.
And what about you, Mark? Why did you choose to do a juice fast?
Well, I was coming to look, I was ready to take a vacation and was looking for like a really healthy opportunity.
Okay.
Needed a break, and it just was very interesting. I heard a lot of good things about the Graph Academy.
All right.
They were all
great.
true.
Well, thank you for all of that. Really appreciate it. And thank you all for being with us. Today we learned how to make Korean kimchi and why it is so important to have probiotic and prebiotic in our diet. And we also use the kimchi we just made to make delicious Bloody Mary or V8 juice. So cheers, everyone.
Oh,
Cheers.
Thank you for being here, and
This is
see you all next May.
fantastic.
When we do
Thank
another
you.
2 weeks of juice fasting.
Thank you.
So good.
Thank you.
So good.